us? Felix, do you hear me now?
Yes, I hear you.
Very good. I just made an introduction of you to the team about the great efforts that you and your team are doing on a daily basis to really make this a one-of-a-kind experience for the players, which in return will make this a one-of-a-kind experience for everyone involved in the business on the token side. And you know, one of the big questions we get every day, Felix, is how is the network really going to make money with PlanetIX when it goes into the public market? And we know that this is a lot of the things that we're going to hear from you today. So I don't want to hear anything I have to say. They want to hear what you have to say. And we are recording this, and we will be using this material to help further people understand in future.
Great. I think we are in an exciting time, you know, especially with the whole market as a whole. I think we are in the eye of the storm, so to say. And there's plenty of ways how to benefit from this kind of explosion in the market, both in PlanetIX and elsewhere. But in the essence, before I start, I'm going to take you through the presentation today, going up on some updates from PlanetIX, but also introducing to you some of the tokenomics aspects of the game, and also telling you more about the IX token. But we've seen a tremendous, you know, boom in the NFT gaming space, and also in the NFT collector space, and this will just continue growing. The biggest month we had just last month, so this is on a steady rise. When it comes to PlanetIX, in this presentation you will see some glimpses over what a new transformation that the whole company and the whole game has been taking. We are moving into a more own style and introducing to you some new elements, and also the you know, our story. And this is a introduction to Amelia, our rogue AI, who is you know, who are your antagonists in the game of PlanetIX. She's really mad. She wants all the users to come together and try to make build a better planet of tomorrow. So this will come and introduce to you by many of our game directors, and you will see a lot more of the challenges that you have to take on PlanetIX to be performed in order to satisfy Amelia's needs. And if you play this right, there are some great rewards to be carried out.
Yeah. I'm just hearing from one person here that the screen is not totally visible. I see absolutely everything. Can we just get a few messages if we generally everyone can see Felix's screen? This is very important. Let me just see. Somebody can just write in there that we're seeing it. Okay, I get a message from a lot of people here. We see all screen is fine. Very good. Thank you, Felix. You may continue.
Yes, okay. We also make some mechanical changes to the whole game and the grid. We made a new map where it's more fluid, so you as users can zoom in and zoom out on a very neat level. And this is very useful for you in order to actually play the game and develop the territories. We made the game a lot more smaller because we made the actual picks bigger. So this is the new you know, new square count on how big the planet is. We're taking away from 1.7 trillion and cutting it down to 1.7 billion. So this is just a short introduction to the new map view, where you can see the light on the map is where you have located your own picks, and you can zoom in to get a more overview on the specific NFTs that you own, and how you can then from there start to get bids on the picks around you more easily. So it's a navigation system that is going to be more fluid. This is just for presentational view only. So it will look slightly different when we launch. But in the essence, the marketplace is the new interface and dashboard. This is where everybody, all our users, is going to navigate the game. And it's easy to understand that you have to start strategize of what is around you, because you want to develop your own territories. This is the main reason and the main functionality of how you can start making a living and how you can start making rewards on PlanetIX. We also make some design changes, moving away from the old into the new, meeting a new hero of the PlanetIX story, Amelia. We will take you through that in the coming months to come. There's going to be a lot of new challenges and glitches for the users to overcome together, collectively and individually. And this is just an overview of how the different picks shall be developed in order to create a reward or a productive asset and a productive NFT. So you can go from one picks to an area, from an area to a sector, and a sector to a zone, until you can start developing a domain. And with each stages of these developments, there carries more and more rewards. And when you come to a zone, you'll be able to co-own a domain with others. So this is where we introduce to our users something called decentralized territories, or territory DAOs, so to say. We're going to talk about that later in this year, because it's going to take a while for the first users to come to the zone. But this is everything is now open in our white paper. Our white paper is available through our game book. This is where you can go through the whole mechanics and the whole tokenomics as well. We also see the launch of our 800 landmarks. The landmarks is going to be different from owner to owner, dependent on how the rarity and the unique functionality of them. This is a very, very plain NFT. It's not going to look like this, because it's going to be added rarities, whether you are in a tier or what kind of terrain or classification your NFT belongs to. And we're also introducing the landmark stakes or shares, so to say. And when you are trading in the marketplace, there is always a set fee of 5%. If your picks are within a landmark area or control area, 5% of the transaction value will go directly to the landmark commission contract. Depending on how many users that own a share in that landmark, it will be divided, payout will be divided to those the coming month. If there's not a landmark on the picks that you have traded in the marketplace, 2.5% goes back to the token holders and 2.5% goes to burn. So there's a deflationary design added as well. And our focus and what we have seen the last 3 months, we only been live for 3 months, is that we are taking a lot of interest from users in Asia. So we will continue focusing on narrowing our communication with them, adding more staff, adding more translators and content creators for Asia, because over 60%, 75% is from Asia. So it's really, really fun. And additional on that, I say that NFT games in general are really taking a hold in Asia. So we see Axie Infinity with their play to earn model has taken a lot of over 400,000 users only in Indonesia. So we're trying to get a foothold there. We're trying to walk in their footsteps, so to speak, because they paved the way for the market in Asia to learn about these mechanics that play to earn and NFTs can bring. So this month is the coming month of November is when we are going live. The 22nd of November is where we push the contracts, and with this comes some huge upgrades in terms both from the team and security and IT and everything, but also from US users. This month is our core focus on to onboard every user that we have, and how we onboard them is to introduce to all of our users the needed infrastructural tools that are needed to be able to play the game. We are going to move all assets, all pics is going to be generated as NFTs on the Polygon network, and this will be, you know, the NFTs will be located in your Web3 wallets. We have created a lot of content and tutorials for how to best set up these kind of structures, but we will have more and more talks, and we will be active in Discord, making sure that all communities from country to country understands what it needs to do, because the game will not function without the blockchain, and if you can't interconnect with the blockchain, you cannot play the game. So this is very, very important that everybody starts to understand what is MetaMask, what is Web3, how do I connect my wallet, how do I secure my wallet. But all of these content have been produced from us, and we will make sure that you get it throughout the month of November. So when we're launching the 22nd of November, we are launching the marketplace, and we are launching our own token, the IX token. And the coming months thereafter, you will see a lot of new features being revealed and launched to the users of PlanetIX, such as staking your tokens and the yield staking of your actual picks. So there will be some different kind of mechanics added for the users to lever up and get higher rewards in the game functionality. On top of that, we are releasing the foundation, the green environmental foundation, and our efforts and our work that Sabinia and all of the people working towards that has been fighting towards. So it's going to be a really interesting new launch, and we are working around the clock to get this out. So with our own token, this will enable a very decentralized game to be launched, and you can see the token as the glue of PlanetIX. It's everything that holds all the rewards, but is also the key to being able to play, to be able to buy into packs. It's also you have to have it in order to trade in our marketplace. Everywhere in the PlanetIX, you need to have the utility that the IX token provides. So starting today, we are introducing to you to be part of the IX race that we're doing. We're doing a liquidity event to get some liquidity in order for us to launch. And you can go to pix.foundation and sign up your interest to be part of the token generation event. Apart from that, every Pix owner, every user that has spent P euros on Pix will be able to take part in one of the biggest airdrops in the crypto industry. We are already onboarded over 180,000 users that have been buying packs, and there's over 350,000 that's waiting to take part in the coming drops of PlanetIX. So we are really seeing people, you know, marching forward to take part of the journey of PlanetIX. And with this airdrop, in order to claim the tokens, you have to connect your wallet. You have to download a Web3 wallet, and you have to connect it through your profile on PlanetIX through settings. And an airdrop is basically a free giveaway of tokens as a token appreciation, you can say, because you, as all the players that we have been early in, have been learning, have been teaching us, have been showing us how we can benefit, how we can evolve as a team and as a game. And when we launch, we will of course host our own market making on decentralized exchanges, and this is why we're taking in some money. So at launch date, we are around 400,000 users. We are around 360,000 right now, and the journey we take, you know, we're starting at a quite small market cap, and you know, as the utility and as the need for our token grows, the scarcity will be quite low from the beginning. So we're going to see you know, airdrop being one of the biggest positions in the circulating supply from the start. So this will create, I think, some FOMO in the market to get the hands on the IX token, since this is that all the players, the new players, will need in order to take part of the game. So we have, you know, we've seen some huge successes of other games this coming year, and we really look up to Axie Infinity, who's been really handling the play to earn model very well. And we have set aside 21% of our token issuance to play to earn model ourselves, starting in February 2020. So it's somewhere you know, a huge bet from our side that the users yourself have a great way of onboarding new people, taking part of the play to earn issuance, and create yourself colonies of new users that can bring in a collective reward chain. So we have some good setups, but in order for you to start making you know, making others or creating a lot of colonies of people under you, you have to really get into the game yourself. You have to start, you have to know how the game is played. So before we can release more affiliate programs and releasing the play to earn mechanism, because all of those game features are quite ready, we need to have additionally month in order for our users to start understanding, okay, how does the game actually work? How should I trade? How should I position myself? Who should I make alliances with, and so forth. So we need to take it step by step. We built this game for years to come, so we also know that people or users are quite excited to get started. But we put some quite advanced mechanisms to this game, and we hope that you look forward to take part of the new release. So with that said, on PlanetIX.Foundation, you will get all the information that you need in order to take part of this this token generation event. We are open until Wednesday next week, so it's early bird gets the worm here. We will not keep this race open one more day. We will close it on Wednesday at 3 p.m. CET, and from PIX.
Jag ser ingen app som heter SJ. Du kan prova att söka i App Store.
Sorry, my Siri. From the PIX.Foundation, you can reach the white paper and the game book, and see more about the tokenomics of PlanetIX as well.
Wow, Felix, thank you. You know, I've been taking a few notes, and there are some of the slides that I would like to. Yes, I know you need to show the disclaimer as well. So we have the disclaimer, and you know, with everything you're telling me, let me just see if I can run through this with you and see if I've understood this right. So the first thing I noticed is that the amount of picks are being reduced. So basically the picks are getting bigger. And if I have the small picks, the picks from before, will my picks grow or will they stay small?
They will grow. We taken away something that we earlier called clusters, and we made everything bigger.
Wow.
So I think I can show you how it looked before. You see the upper side here.
Yeah.
This was one rare or something before, and now this rare it's bigger. It's not it's sizable comparison, but it's only one. It's not many picks anymore. It's just one. So
basically everyone got more.
More land.
Yes.
But yes, more land. So with this said, it means that when you're moving from one tier to another, the pick size grows with 7 times. So one pick size is in the legendary is 307 square meters. In the rare, it's 7 times bigger, and then it comes 7 times bigger than that, and then 7 times bigger than that. So it grows exponentially. So awesome. This will make the game more fluid. It will make the game, you can zoom in and out much easier. The old system where we have 1.7 trillion picks, this made the game very, very heavy, very, very heavy, because we have 1.7 trillion data points and queries that we have to navigate in our databases. And even the best databases and the best team in the world, this was still a problem. We have to, purchase so many servers, and this makes more sense. The new system makes much more sense. It's actually the same concept that Uber is using when they're doing coordinates in their infrastructure.
Cool. So, but for the player, this also means more action, as we are quicker to engage with each other, and the platform is running smoother, and also for the value of the picks, I imagine that will it would be easier to mathematically increase the value of each of the picks. Is that correctly understood?
I mean, the value it makes it more easy to play the game, and when a game is easier to play, people will rapidly develop their picks into territories. So in a sense, it will increase the value, but not from the standard base point. But in order to people to be addicted to a game, or to have people coming back to the game, it needs to work. It can't be loaded, it can't be heavy, it needs to work. And this is something we put so much time and effort and money on, and we are really, really proud now, and it works very smoothly.
Well, this is a great testimony. You didn't hear it when I introduced you. I said you're very hardworking, and to you only the best is good enough. And I know how hard you've been working to improve this. And again, it's an improvement for the player, which is an improvement for every one of us. Now, when I look at the territories and the DAOs, the opportunity for people to co-own multiple areas, and that technology really ensures that everyone involved is safe. So just because I connect up with other people, I still have full control of what is mine, correct?
Yes. So this is all governed through math and to programmable law, basically. So if you team up with somebody that has equal amounts, you have another zone, and you have 2 zones together, you now created a domain, and when the rewards are about to be paid out to you, the smart contracts divides pro rata to how many zones that you added to the collective domain. So this will not be, you don't have to trust anyone. This is just you trusting the system.
Very good. Very good. So if we move a little bit further, you know, you said we're 180,000 already now. There's another 350 waiting to get in. The size of PlanetIX, considering the few months it's been on the market, I think we saw a clear comparison there where the slide just
here. No,
do you think
here. Sorry.
this one? Yeah. I mean, when I look at this slide and you look at the you know, the only two that are bigger in the player count, even before this has gone, you know, to the blockchain, are the two top ones. And this, I think, speaks volumes, because the amounts of players are you know, the foundation of creating value in the game. Is that correct?
Definitely. I mean, how the crypto community and crypto investors look at things is they want to see a broad distribution. They want to see a fair launch of the token. And I think, you know, the majority of the circulating supply of the token will go to the airdrop holders, is our users. And the player count as well. Yes, we have 380,000 registered members, and we have 180,000 who are already purchasing pack drops. So we're really trying to get the last 200,000 that are already in our platform to start purchasing and to receiving the airdrop. You really want to get the part of the airdrop, because the ones that have the airdrops will have a great benefit when we're launching the game. They are already in, they can already start trading. It really speaks for itself.
Yeah.
So
sorry.
Yes, continue.
I know in the teams out there are many people who have not yet activated the pick packs, and for that reason, they may not understand everything what is going on. And I think there's a great responsibility in the organization to really reach out to everyone who already has a package and access to PlanetIX. All they need to do is just activate their account. And what I understand from you, they need to connect the wallet. And even from doing that, without even really playing a lot, without even understanding a lot, I will participate in further airdrops. And I think that you know, is like a bonus. It's like money you're not picking up if you're not registering. And a great way for everyone to really, you know, get excitement back in your teams is to just have them do these exercises, and you will see that the system will actually start working for everyone, even if they don't work. All they need to do is connect. And once that happens, what's going to happen to them? Once I see something is happening, things are growing in value, am I going to pay more or less attention? And I think these are one of the core messages to really get out there to everyone, to say, hey, reach out to the person you know have this package. Reach out to them, even if you know that they're no longer active. Reach out to them simply because you know that they bought it at that time, and they will have a good experience. They don't need to play. They just need to connect. They just need to register these things, and value will start. Felix, there's another thing that I
I think I just want to add, that is really great, Jens, because this is actually true. I mean, the more player that you know, turn their PUROs or turn their inactive accounts into active and connect their wallet, the more impressive will the whole industry look at this game, and you know, it will actually benefit us all.
So not even, you know, even if I am there and I get other people to connect, it will have an indirect impact on the value that I hold.
Correct.
So for everyone involved, not just for you looking, but for the people who have them, make sure to engage them, make sure to get what they already acquired. Make sure that they are connected and utilize this opportunity of airdrops to really grow their appreciation and their value, and which in return will grow your appreciation and value. So I think it's an awesome concept. Now, as you know, Felix, I went to have a full day in your awesome office in Stockholm, where we had a sit down, and I had some sit down with Felipe and some of these guys developing the game, and I'm not going to reveal too much, other than I did not sleep after.
for those who think that this game is, it's like, okay, now it started, that's the game, and it's like a board game, and it's just what we see. I can tell you it's far from it. And when Felix says, that the future of the game, I call it, is live, because it's not even decided yet. The reality is that the players who are playing the game will actually have an impact on what happens in the game, how the story develops, how the project goes. And if you begin to see that, and you have to understand, this comes from a guy who does not game. I'm not a gamer at all. But after I had a full day in those offices, I want to tell every one of you, PlanetIX are light years ahead of what we are seeing right now. They will be light years ahead of what we are going to see on the 22nd, where it's going to be the first time we're really going to open the doors massively. And the cool thing is that it's interactive. It's really something that allows the player to have an impact on the game, which makes it so, to me, innovative. And I really believe that it is not just a game, it's educational. It will help me appreciate things about nature in a different way, but in a fun and interactive way. Is that correctly understood, Felix?
Yes, it is. It is. We've been, I've been the boring guy for the last 6 months, talking about the mechanics and the tokenomics and the foundation, but this needs to work. The last couple of months, we've gotten great new recruitments and game directors from AAA title games who are now developing, laying on top of all the mechanics, the story about Amelia, the story about our users and their needs and what needs to be changed in the world. And this is simply amazing. And it's not only you. We had Jonas to visit us the other week as well, and his smiles was quite something else as well. And he's not a gamer either. So we I think we're on to something really great here. And I will let Felipe and Henrik and the guys who are the game directors tell more about that the coming days.
Yeah, and my only point with this is, like, it's just getting started. And Felix, I want to end on the note of the opportunity to make money, because we are on a webinar here with a lot of entrepreneurs who are obviously asking, so how does this tie in to me making money? Well, there's one way of making money with the picks and the consequences of the picks that we can collect into landmarks and whatnot. That part will obviously, once it's exposed to the world outside of Crowd One, will grow in traction. It will run faster. We learned that the picks are getting bigger, which means more action, more interaction, which means more attractivity, which means more value creation. But that's on the picks part. I'm gonna maybe overstep my boundary here, but I'm gonna refer a little bit to the one-on-one conversation we had back in Dubai when we were talking about also the tokens, because I think this is so important that people really know it. Like you said, I'm not a salesman. I don't want to sell this to anyone, but what you actually said to me at that time is, Jens, I would feel wrong if I didn't offer the opportunity for those who have helped the company to grow to where it is today to come in at this early stage. And I want to let every one of you out there know that Felix is all in on that. He's really saying you guys are getting the opportunity to participate. You're getting the opportunity to grow with the company. And if we can go just back to the slide again, where we see the amount of users compared to other businesses that are out there, this one, yeah, it speaks, in my world, it speaks volumes. Because we're already at the time of launch, we'll be 400,000 people connected to the game. And if you look from an outside standpoint and you look in, where would you see the biggest potential? Would you see that with those who have less users, have been on the market for a long time, and now this new player comes in with this huge amount of players already before really going into a public market? They are going to witness the power of Crowd One. And so what will happen? What will subsequently happen to the evaluation of the token? Now, I know, Felix, also you could raise those tokens, those funds anywhere you wanted to in your area of business. And so do not forget this, guys. Many of you have asked, how can we participate? How can we participate? The tokens is another way to participate on the overall growth. You don't even need to play the game, but you need to understand the tokenomic aspect. And I'm going to step one more time over the line here by telling you that Felix is himself all in on the tokens. I mean, Felix, you are heavily involved in the token part, and you said, I rather want tokens than I want money, because you understand where this is going. And I think that's maybe at this time one of the most important things to understand. It's not so important to understand after Wednesday, 3 o'clock CET, because then the window will shut down. Then you can start appreciate it again when it goes to market. But then you will deal with a different price setting, because you will deal with the supply and demand issue. And we feel comfortable that the growth in the token will have been pretty decent up until that time. And I think without even saying a price, without saying a number, look at these numbers you have ahead of you. These are numbers from companies that have already gone there. These are facts taken out of real life. These are real prices. What you see below in the red box, the PlanetIX, that is what is to come. And that is the stage you're at right now, but it is a one-off and it does end. So if you want in, and if you want your team to be excited about that, make sure you go to the pix.foundation. Can we get the address up so we're just sure that everyone gets it? You go to the Pix Foundation and you make sure you register, but you also make sure that you make your placement of BTC before 3 o'clock CET on this upcoming Wednesday. Before, you need to do it before, and just to make sure that you have everything. Felix, I've gotten a lot of messages in here from people who are tremendously excited about your presentation. I want to thank you for taking the time to come and talk to all of us.
Yeah, I mean, just an ending note. Thank you again, Jens. Pleasure to talk to you again. I mean, yes, just to add, I am heavily invested in this skin in the game, and it's all in the tokenomics for everybody to see. The whole team is vested for four years. So there's, we really want to see this going for a long time. This is nothing that will end tomorrow, and we are growing quickly. There's 2-3 people joining us every second week here at the office. It's starting to get quite small now, even though it's quite big, this office. So we are in it for the long run. With that said, it is true also what you said, Jens. This race could be done with a couple of phone calls from my end, but this needs to go out to our early users. It needs to go out to them who supported us, who built this company, because we couldn't do it without our first users. The amount of feedback, the amount of transparency that our users have given us in order to make the game better, to understand how we can improve it, it's just been it's meant all for us. We haven't really succeeded without you, and this is our way of saying it's going to be a demand of the token when we launch. Nobody in the crypto space even know that we exist. We have created this for you. We have created this in order to grow with you. So when we are launching, the people who are going to look at the numbers and they're going to see, oh my God, where have this been doing? They have been building in stealth. So there's going to be a huge demand in order to participate in the game, in order also to speculate at the token. They need to buy the tokens, and there's not a single crypto fund that have our tokens. All our tokens is to the PlanetIX beta users and to the early investors that we are now opening up for the last round until Wednesday. So yes, we're super excited.
Well, we're many people who are tremendously excited about this, and we're very happy that you're guiding us step by step. You said you were boring. You're anything but boring. You you've been instrumental to so many of us in understanding and appreciating this. I know you always give a lot of praise to your teams and the people around you. You surround yourself with some true experts, and I think that's what makes this this company so awesome. And we really want to thank you for taking the time here today. And we're looking forward to be able to welcoming you back. We're looking forward to hearing more about PlanetIX, and we're certainly looking forward to the 22nd of November in Dubai, where you will be as well with us as we are you know, taking a look at what's next for Crowd1, and we're taking a look at what's next for PlanetIX.
Yes, that will be excited. We also have some surprises for the people who are there, so that's going to be fun. Thank you, Jens. It's been a pleasure. And if you have a lot of questions regarding the tokenomics, if you have any, you know, follow-up questions, please reach out on Discord. I will be more present there the coming week in order to help and satisfy, you know, the questions that arises. So thank you all for letting me be here today.
Thank you. And I hope you all heard that. They got special surprises for those who are actually attending. So with that said, thank you, everyone. We wish you a wonderful weekend and a continued blessed Saturday. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.